Hello, Shammi sir. Thank you so much once again for joining us. And it is always a pleasure to have you.
Thanks, Ekta, for
S-
inviting.
Yeah, so this is the Brain Talk series that we have started as a podcast series for all the speakers, especially in the events. So, normally it's not like a standard podcast where you are invited into the podcast room, but in the events, we invite leaders like you and we prefer talking you here itself.
Honored.
So, thank you once again. So, just tell me, how did you find the entire day?
I think it's lovely. Great thoughts. The best beauty about this event was we had leaders from every industry. So it was not specific to any industry.
Exactly.
And each one of them brought the brilliance about what today tech is trying to give to us and understanding the customer sentiments and also acknowledging that while we move towards building efficiencies, experience, and journeys, it's also imperative we strike the right balance, both outside
Correct.
the organization and, as I heard in my last panel, even within the organization. So it was a
True.
brilliant, thought which was shared there.
Yes, throughout the day, we have got different perspectives from various sectors, not just for BFSI, but we had retail, we had e commerce, and many other sectors
Yes.
joining in. So, now coming to you, since it's you and me and the podcast. So, now you led your or you lead the operations, customer service, and claims. So, wanted to understand how efficiently do you think you deliver a great customer experience in such a high impact environment? I mean to say, insurance is a highly volatile industry. So, how do you deliver such impactful customer service?
Insurance industry has been evolving a lot. From a pen and paper journey today, we have come a far way of doing everything on the digital side,
Correct.
and that's where the difference in service have started happening.
Exactly.
We spoke in the morning about a lot of self-service options today being opened up, through WhatsApp, through chatbots,
Hmm.
through your apps, which basically means you are able to understand the customer needs and requirement. And I think when you look doing a service, I personally believe what's imperative for you is not to think what you want to deliver, but always believe what is expected out of you to deliver. And that's when you really look forward beyond efficiencies,
Yes.
because you're trying to connect, and rather than getting connected, you get
Hmm.
connect with your customers. And the moment that happens, the entire ecosystem gets a lot of benefit, because those iterations and interactions with customer gives you an insight of what actually is he looking forward from you.
Correct. So there has been like omni-channel approaches to deliver high customer experience. So as I mentioned that insurance is a highly volatile or rapidly evolving industry. So what innovation or digital shifts basically you think are shaping the customer experience today?
One of the most important aspect I personally believe is the industry is trying to understand the customer sentiments.
Hmm.
It's just not kind of a transaction,
Yeah.
open or a closure, but it's more understanding what customer is really looking forward for. Second, what made customer to do any kind of iteration or an interaction or a behavior. Now, when that starts happening today, what we are trying to do across is build confidence in customer by ensuring we give the right closure or a
Hmm.
right solution, or able to serve him or at least assist him what he's exactly looking forward for.
Okay. So, see, we have customer experience in all the sectors. Now, insurance is also, we say, delicate because what do you think is a key element or the only touch point when it comes to your customer service in the insurance industry specifically? Because here we talk a lot about empathy and trust. So, I wanted to understand from that perspective.
It's very important that your self-service touch points should not be in a mundane journey
Hmm.
where you keep seeing interactions happening. What you
Correct.
need to do across is build an overarching structure which gives you an insight that what pattern and behaviors are happening of a customer. Today we are in an era where, with the help of technology, we are able to predict, considering the previous interactions of customers, what is he coming next for. I think that's one of the best moment of truth which customer experiences today when he interacts either on a bot or through a
Yeah.
call center. And when he does that, what we have to also ensure across is there is a right balance of tech and human.
I was
In
coming to that.
insurance, we need to always remember that yes, efficiencies are important. Operational efficiencies are getting built with use of technology. There are areas and avenues where a customer needs a hear, because I
Exactly.
personally believe that if you hear an aggrieved customer or even a customer who is a bit upset,
Hmm.
30 to 50% time, his tension or his aggression or his irritation goes down. And when that happens,
Exactly.
that gives you a space to do a conversation with customer. Else it
Okay.
leads into a disturbing event where a customer either is not okay with whatever you're saying, and rather than understanding him, you lead into leading a customer who is unhappy, which obviously impacts your business.
So as you mentioned that it has to be the combination of AI and human both chatbots. But for the insurance industry, I want to know, still the human touch, I think, is an important element compared to AI. Do you think that?
Yes, it
Like
is.
having a chatbot, it's okay. You address things, you address your problems or grievances. But I think that human element plays a very, very important factor.
Absolutely. See, there are different cohorts today. When you look at our customers, you have Gen Zs who want
Yeah,
to do everything on their own, right?
correct.
But even when they struggle to get what they want, they really want to talk to someone. And when they want to talk to someone,
Yes,
they look forward for an apt answer and a very accurate answer or a precise answer. Now,
exactly.
that's where technology helps, because with the help of generative AI, everything you're able to pull out and fetch information from your system and give an apt answer, which gives confidence to this young generation that I'm dealing with the right person. You
Yeah,
go a bit back, and when you deal with the other part of the customer, some of them are really very keen that I want to talk to someone. And when you
exactly.
open up that gateway that you can interact, that also gives you another opportunity to know what customer looks forward for, and map his needs and requirements basis the service offerings or a product offering which is lying in your bouquet, to connect back to him.
Okay. So today also I have heard a lot of people talking about Gen Zs. But why are we missing on the millennials? We are also still there. And when, for example, if I have a problem, uh, I'll talk about the insurance industry. I really don't want to go and talk to the chatbot. I would prefer talking to a customer service agent, understanding this is a problem and why am I facing this. But why of course, this is a generation to come, but still we millennials prefer talking human beings. So what do you think, what is the percentage of Gen Z serving insurance industry being served by and what? Because still the millennials are the decision maker, not the Gen Z's when it comes to insurance. Am I right?
I may not be able to, because I don't have
The fair
numbers
the
around it,
yeah,
or
yeah.
I can actually aptly answer it, because the best part today is that you have got all sorts of customer cohort, right?
Okay.
Coming back to your millennials wala part,
Right.
there was a wonderful article by one of a very important person and a mentor of mine. He wrote an article about a sandwich journey,
Okay.
or a sandwich population, and that's
Hmm.
what we are, because
Yes.
these NZ expect us to follow their footsteps, and we are also abided by our old school thoughts,
Yeah.
views, where we really want to talk with someone. Now, beauty today, as again I say, rest is that technology can help you in both the ways, and that's where we are looking forward to. And while you look moving ahead, I think even we are changing our patterns of iteration and interactions. And
Hmm.
to give an example, a lot of shopping today happens on app. You
Exactly.
pick up any customer cohort, you definitely would want to love to go to a shop, feel the cloth, feel that experience of
Hmm.
someone getting attended. But considering the proximity of time, most of the time you find people, surfing towards an app
Yes.
and a product to buy. So it's a good culmination of both the sides of customers. As providers, what we need to ensure is we are present at that moment when they need us, and that is very important from a service industry point of view, that you are there when they need. Now, whether it's a tech platform, you should be present there.
Correct.
Whether it's a human touch or a human handholding,
Yeah.
you should be there. At the end,
Yes.
what needs is hearing a customer, understanding the customer, and taking that understanding back to your ecosystem, so that you create a life cycle which brings a lot of valuable benefits to the customer, and you have
Customers.
more repeats, and more repeat customers in a positive way will
Hmm.
definitely help you to grow your business.
Exactly. So it's not just about the millennial or the Gen Z,
Absolutely.
it's about the 50-50 touch, giving human involvement as well as the AI having a chatbots to address your grievances. So coming to the last part, not taking much of your time, wanted to understand what smart CX, how do you define smart CX for the insurance industry? Specifically because you come from there.
So I think I've already answered, but
Yeah.
if I've just put it in one line,
Yeah.
you need to be simple, you need to be transparent, and you need to empower your customer. I think when
Correct.
these three things are taken care, and as I said in the morning itself, you have that customer build confidence on you, because what he looks forward for is simplicity and accuracy, and along with that, he himself can do a lot of things. And when
Correct.
needed, if you have a hand holding available for him or assisted journey available for him, that's the best thing which he looks forward.
Great. One personal question, it's not mentioned or I didn't tell you. So wanted to understand, you have been in this industry for a while, insurance. So what you think makes you drive towards into insurance industry? Why not other industry? And why customer experience is the one you chose?
I think over 2 decades of my
Yeah.
experience, I have realized that a lot of learnings as you progress needs to be unlearned and then again you need to learn yourself.
Correct.
And that's where customer experience really plays a very important role, because as you rightly said, every time you go ahead, you're finding different experiences getting said
Correct.
by different set of customers. But when that's happening, I think it's very important for you to learn and unlearn. And
Correct.
insurance is evolving, and we are
Evolving
learning.
rapidly.
And with that learning cycle, if you have to constantly know what's there in the market for you to adopt, what's there in the market for you to cater to. And that's what excites me, because the learning never stops.
Correct. And customer service, I believe, is one of such profession where it's not just about delivering what you are assigned to, but empathy is one such factor that's involved at every touch point when you deal with your customer.
So true. It's
Right?
a reflection when you talk to a customer, it's a reflection of what you intend to
Yeah.
do. And again, it's a reflection of what he wants to understand from you. So
Correct.
it's a wonderful journey, when you talk about being a part of customer service.
Thank you so much. So thank you. That's all from my end.
Thanks, Ekta.
And amazing having you today again. And we look forward to having you in more sessions and more events. And thank you for your time for the entire day.
Great. Thank you so much
Pleasure
for your
having
time.
you. Thank you.
Thank